Hello everyone, I'm going to read you the story Cinderella's Sister and the Big Bad Wolf. It was written by Lorraine, Carey and Migy, Blanco and published by Nosy. There's the picture. Cinderella's Sister and the Big Bad Wolf. Here is Cinderella. Here is her stepmother, Mrs. Ugly. Here are the ugly sisters, 1, 2, and 3. Cinderella, sisters 1, 2, and 3. And there's Mrs. Ugly. I bet you're already thinking, doesn't sound like a story I know. You already know the 2 ugly sisters who were horrid, nasty, and mean. But Gertie, their little sister, was nice. While Cinderella lazed about and did absolutely nothing, Gertie watered the pumpkins, took care of the mice, and did all the housework. Niceness shone from Gertie's face, and her smile was brighter than sunshine. There we go. Can you see the family portrait? Can you see Cinderella just hanging around on the stairs there? And look what Gertie, who is an ugly sister, is doing. Well, of course, the ugly family despaired. They were ashamed. They hid little Gertie away, and they never let her go anywhere with them. Then one morning a special invitation arrived. "Oh, look," said Mrs. Ugly. "We're invited to a grand ball at the palace tonight." "A ball!" cried Gertie. "Oh, please, can I go?" "You," said Mrs. Ugly, "go to a ball? Who'd believe that you were an ugly sister? You don't walk ugly, you don't talk ugly, and with that shocking smile on your face, you don't even look ugly." "But I am an ugly sister," Gertie begged, "and I can be bad. I know I can." "Well, okay," said Mrs. Ugly, "but you'll need lessons. A visit to the wicked queen should do the trick." So that afternoon, Gertie was sent to the wicked queen, who was just about to visit Snow White with a poisoned apple. The wicked queen dressed up as a little old lady. "Hello, my dear," she said to Snow White. "Won't you take a bite of this lovely apple?" But Gertie couldn't bear to watch. "Look out, Snow White," she shouted. "That's the wicked queen, and that apple is poisoned." "No thanks, then," said Snow White, and she shut the door. Well, the wicked queen was furious, and she sent Gertie home faster than a streak of lightning. Back at home, Mrs. Ugly was very angry. But Gertie begged for another chance to be mean and bad. "Oh, all right," said Mrs. Ugly. "But this time you're going to see the worst witch of all." I wonder who the worst witch of all would be. "Being bad is easy," said the worst witch. "Let me show you how. Hansel, Gretel, come in, children. The oven is nice and hot, and I'm planning a delicious dinner." Gertie tried hard to be bad, she really did, but she just couldn't keep quiet. "Don't come in," she blurted. "That delicious dinner is you." "Oh, in that case, we'll be off," said Hansel and Gretel. "We'll just take some snacks with us." By tea time, Gertie was back at home, but now Mrs. Ugly was furious. "Oh, please," Gertie wailed, "please let me go to the ball. I can be mean and mad, I know I can." And she cried so much that in the end, Mrs. Ugly agreed to give her one last chance. But this time, Gertie was sent to the meanest, baddest baddie of them all. Can you remember the title of the story? I wonder who was the meanest, baddest was. The wolf. And and Wolf was wearing a frock. "So you want to be ugly, huh?" said the Wolf. "You want to be bad?" "Oh, I do," said Gertie. I do. "Well," said the Wolf, "you're just in time. Watch this." Suddenly there was a on the door. And Little Red Riding Hood skipped in. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big eyes you've got." "Oh, the better to see you with," said the Wolf. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big ears you've got." "Oh, the better to hear you with," said the Wolf. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big teeth." "Stop!" shouted Gertie. "That's not your grandma. That's the Wolf!" And Little Red Riding Hood scarpered. The Wolf turned to Gertie and drooled. "Please don't eat me," said Gertie. "I've tried so hard to be mean and bad. I only wanted to go to the ball and—" "Ball?" said the Wolf. "Did you say ball? Oh, I've always wanted to go to a ball." "Come on," said Gertie. "Let's see what we can do." But by the time Gertie and the Wolf arrived home, Mrs. Ugly and the two ugly sisters had already left for the ball. All was quiet. "We're too late," cried Gertie, who should appear but a beautiful fairy. "I'm your fairy godmother," said the fairy. She looked at Gertie and the Wolf. "And I expect you'll want to go to the ball, don't you?" "Stop!" shouted an angry voice. "Step away from that wand right now." It was Cinderella, and if anyone had been mean and bad, it was her. "What about me?" she screeched. "I've been waiting all night for a fairy godmother, and who is this wolf in this ridiculous dress?" Well, fairy godmothers don't like bad manners. "How dare you be so rude?" she said, and she quickly turned Cinderella into a mouse. But Gertie and the Wolf went to the ball in beautiful new dresses, and a lovely time they had too. So lovely, in fact, Gertie and Prince Charming fell in love and married soon afterwards. As for Mrs. Ugly and Gertie's two ugly sisters, well, no one quite ever knows why, but they were never, ever, have a look, seen again. I wonder who had dinner. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I wonder what story it reminded you of. Cinderella's sisters and the big bad